Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the World of Football's weekly NFL picks. It is week 4. We are moving along through the season. I am your host, Adam Snow, and with me, as always, for these picks is the founder and the creator of theworldoffootball.com, Randy Snow, and our newest member to the picks this season, my brother, Aaron. How are you doing?
Not too bad. It's a little rainy outside, but could be worse.
Yeah, and we moved you closer to the router this week, so hopefully, fingers crossed, the audio issues don't pop up like last week.
We shall see.
Yep, and Dad, hopefully you figured out your earphone situation so that we don't hear us on your computer either.
Yep, I can hear you fine. I got them working this week, so good to go.
Alrighty, and with that, let's take a look at how we did last week, because some of us did great, some of us did not. So let's start with how everybody looked last week. We had Leonard Morgan led the way with everybody with a 10-6 record, followed by Dad, Mike, Liz, Cringe, and Hawkeye 07 with 9-7 records last week. Aaron and B. Lewis were at 8-8, and I'm at the bottom with a 7-9 record. That kind of stung. And one week you're at the top, the next week you're at the bottom, and that's just how the picking goes.
Yep.
And then looking at our overall standings after 3 weeks, we've kind of added the percentages here. So in the lead with a 71.88%, our leader right now is Leonard Morgan with a 23-9 record. And then as you can see, the leaderboard as follows. Kyle, my buddy Kyle, who's AKA Hawkeye 07, 30-18 with a 62.5% pick rate, followed by me and Liz, then Randy, B. Lewis, Mike again, Aaron, and then Cringe rounding out everybody in the overall standings. Everybody's at least over 50%. Nobody has sunk below that yet. We're still early in the season, but I don't think we have any bad pickers. So let's get this week's picks underway, shall we? Who's ready to go?
Lions.
I'm ready.
All right. I guess I'll start things off with our Thursday night game on Amazon. It's the 2-1 Detroit Lions traveling to Green Bay to play the 2-1 Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field. And obviously, I'm all dressed up for it. I'm starting to buy into the Lions hype. I mean, I'm going to root for them no matter what. But this is a game I feel like could be very competitive. We'll see which Packers team shows up. But Detroit should be able to take it on the road again in Green Bay.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going with Detroit. This is a different game than the one they played at the end of last season, to beat Brett Favre. Now it's a new season. They're both 2-1. If Detroit does not come out and get a win out of this one, I think it's a big step back for them. So, yes, I'm picking Detroit.
Brett Favre, huh?
Aaron Rodgers.
There we go.
Alrighty. Well, I can't top that one. Lions.
All right, simple and to the point. All right, then we actually have our first London game of the season, which will see the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Dad, take this one away.
I am picking the home team Jacksonville Jaguars in this game. Atlanta didn't look that good last week, and I'm just going with the home team.
Yeah, I think I'll take the Jags to bounce back. Both teams had tough losses, but I think Jacksonville's more equipped to bounce back.
Yeah, I should be right there with you. I was thinking about taking the Jags, but I'm actually going to take the Falcons. I feel like Bijan Robinson's going to be unleashed this week after getting stifled by Detroit. And I just think the Falcons will bounce back. I think they got a decent team. They just got to get some passes to their receivers, pretty much. All right, then. The next game up is the hot Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. Aaron, where are we going with this one?
I don't think the Dolphins will score 70 again.
Probably not.
But I think the Dolphins will still win.
Boy, I struggled with this one. I also don't think the Dolphins will score 70, but give me the home Buffalo Bills to maybe give a little bit of a reality check to these Dolphins.
Boy, I struggled with this one too. Buffalo being the home team, but you know what? I think Miami's riding high, and I think they're going to continue to win, at least for this week. So give me Miami.
All right. Next up is one of two games that are featuring winless teams. So we'll start with the Minnesota Vikings traveling to Carolina to play the Panthers. And I didn't want to have to pick this game first, but I'll go ahead and do it. The Minnesota Vikings should win on the road here. They seem like a little bit more of a put together team. They've been within one score games, all season long pretty much. So I think they'll pull one out.
Again, I had to struggle with this game too, but I'm going to go with the home team Carolina Panthers in this one.
Well, I don't like you agreed with me on the last couple picks, Dad, so I'm going to go with the Vikings on this one.
All right, and then the game everybody's talking about that can't wait to watch on their TV screens, the Denver Broncos at 0-3 will travel to Chicago to play the Bears at 0-3. We're going to throw this one to Randy. Starts off.
Who's the worst between these two bad teams? I'm going to go with Chicago being the home team to win this game.
Wow.
Yikes. I don't see how Sean Payton can go 0-4. So I feel like after getting smacked last week, those boys in Denver will want to bounce back with a win. So Broncos in the toilet bowl.
Yeah, I think the Broncos still have a few weapons. I mean, as much as I think Russell Wilson's regressed, I think they'll at least get it right for one game against a really bad Chicago Bears team. So taking Denver. All right, then we're going to move on. The Baltimore Ravens travel to Cleveland to play the Browns. Aaron, what do you got?
I think the Browns are better than we expected this year, so I want to take them to get that win. The defense has been playing pretty good. Myles Garrett's been a menace on defense, so Browns at home.
Yeah, I want to pick the Browns, and with them being the home team, there should be a slight advantage there. But something's compelling me to take the Ravens. I think it'll be a very low-scoring, very defensive type game, but I just think Lamar might have a little bit of that magic to bring to this game.
Okay, you're taking Baltimore. I am taking the Cleveland Browns. Don't know why.
Right.
Home team, I guess.
Because you're siding with your favorite son, apparently. I get it. It's fine. All right, our next game, the Pittsburgh Steelers travel down to Houston to play the Texans. It's great for the Texans getting a win last week, a little bit of a surprise there, but I just can't see them pulling two straight. I think this will be another low-scoring game, and the Steelers will find a way to come out with the victory in this one.
I agree. I'm going with Pittsburgh in this game also.
Give me the Houston Texans. I think they got some confidence last week. They'll be at home. They have their best record through 3 games probably in a couple of years. I think those fans will get a little bit of excitement having a team that's only one game under 500. And the Steelers haven't looked that impressive. So Houston.
All right. The Los Angeles Rams will travel to Indianapolis to play the Colts. Dad, who do you got?
Boy, the Rams did not look real good on Monday Night Football. So I am taking the Indianapolis Colts in this game. I hate to say that because I'm still a Matthew Stafford fan, but give me Indy in this game.
Rams will bounce back.
Boy, I don't know. I'm kind of starting to buy into the Colts hype. It doesn't matter who they got at quarterback, whether it's Anthony Richardson or Gardner Minshew. I'm going to take the home team Colts as well. Until the Rams can show me some consistency, I'm going to go with the hot Colts. All right, and then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will travel to New Orleans to play the Saints. Aaron, take it away.
Taking the Saints to lose at home to the Bucs because I couldn't remember if Derek Carr would be able to play or not, but I think Tampa will be ready to go.
Yeah, I gotta kind of agree. I'm gonna take Tampa Bay in this one, even on the road in a division game. I just don't trust Jameis Winston if he's got to play quarterback, and even a banged up Derek Carr makes me a little nervous. So I'm gonna take the Bucs.
You guys make good arguments, but I already wrote down New Orleans, so that's who I'm going to stick with. I'm going to take the Saints in this game.
You know, you're allowed to scratch it off and write a new answer down. You know, that's how it works.
That never turns out well for me. I just got to go with my gut instinct.
All right. Well, then we're going to move on to the next game, which is the Washington Commanders traveling to Philadelphia to play the Eagles. And I'm going to go with my gut instinct and say the Eagles are probably going to hang a lot of points on this terrible Washington team.
I agree. I'm going to take Philly in this game.
Yeah, Philly hasn't looked that impressive, but I don't know if I want to disagree with you guys again. So I'll take Eagles.
All right, that's got to be only our second full sweep so far.
It's only
That'll
our
be
second
a close
sweep.
one, though.
That in the Lions game, I feel like Aaron is intentionally voting against us. If we vote one way, he's going the other way.
I mean, that's not true because I voted differently than you two, so it's just. And you voted differently from us, so it's finally kind of gone in the other direction as compared to last week, where it seemed like we agreed on everything.
Yeah.
All right, and then next, the Cincinnati Bengals will travel to Tennessee to play the Titans. Dad, give us your insights on this game.
The Bengals look like crap on Monday Night Football, and so I'm going with the Titans on this game.
I will take the Bengals. I think Joe Burrow coming back gave them a little spark, if you want to call it, even though they didn't score a touchdown in the first half again. But I'm not overwhelmed or sold on Tennessee. I haven't seen much of them. I haven't heard much about them, so I think the Bengals will take that one.
Yeah, I'm inclined to take the Bengals as well. I know that they didn't have a great showing on Monday Night Football, but yeah, I don't know what to make of this Titans team. Derrick Henry last week was held to 20 yards rushing. Like, what's going on with Tennessee that you have a DeAndre Hopkins and you're failing to make any sort of noise or impression on me? So I'm going to take the Bengals.
Neither of you guys watched that Monday night game with L.A. and Cincinnati, did you?
I sure did. They didn't look great.
If you watched the game, then you wouldn't be picking Cincinnati. That's all I'm saying.
Well, we'll see who ends up being right. All right, and then starting the 4:00 slate of games, the Las Vegas Raiders are going to travel to SoFi Stadium to play the Los Angeles Chargers. Aaron, who you got?
Chargers.
Yeah, I think I'm right there with you. The Chargers, after getting their first win finally, I just think they're the better team than the Raiders. The Raiders, I got a lot of coaching question marks, so I'm going to take the Chargers.
Sweep number 3, Chargers, all the way.
All right. Then the New England Patriots are going to travel down to Dallas to play the Cowboys. And I guess I get to start off with this one. And I should be sticking with the Cowboys. But after the Cardinals got through with them last week, which everybody picked the Cowboys to win, and the Cardinals came out with that one, I'm going to take the New England Patriots to get an upset in Dallas.
I don't think Dallas is going to lose 2 in a row like that, so I am going to pick Dallas to win this week.
I agree with both your guys' thought processes on this one. But Dallas will probably pull it off.
Fair enough. All right. And then you have the Arizona Cardinals traveling to San Francisco to play the 49ers. Who you got, Dad?
I have the 49ers in that one.
Agreed. I think the Cardinals kind of got a surprise win last week. I don't know if that momentum carries over to San Francisco for a team that's been established for a while.
Yeah, the 49ers might be the best team in the NFL still, and I don't think they're going to sleep on the Cardinals now, especially after what they did to Dallas. So I'm going to take the 49ers to win that one. All right, and then in our Sunday night game, the Kansas City Chiefs are going to travel to MetLife Stadium to play the New York Jets wearing their New York Sack Exchange uniforms yet again. Aaron, who do you got?
Give me the Kansas City Swifties.
I was almost tempted to take the Jets in this one, only because they won that last game wearing these uniforms. But the power of the Swifties will propel the Chiefs to victory yet again this week.
Do they get any extra points? Like if Taylor Swift is there, is that like a 2-point advantage or something for the team?
I don't know, but it'll be a ratings booster. I'll tell you that much.
Give me Kansas City regardless.
I should have said Kansas Swifty. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, it was just sitting right there.
No.
All right, and in our Monday night game, there we go. Hurry up, Randy. Get a hold of your lawyer. All right. Our Monday night game, the Seattle Seahawks will travel to New York to play the Giants, also at MetLife Stadium, which I think is weird that this is the second time this season that I think MetLife has hosted, a Sunday night game, then a Monday night game, 2 nights in a row. And they said that's never happened since the 80s. Now we've done it twice in one season. I just think that's crazy. But I'm going to take the Seahawks to win on the road here. Should be a big win for them.
I agree. I'm going with the Seahawks on the road in that game.
Yep. Seahawks are a pretty solid team. I'd stick with them.
All right, and that's the picks. And if my math is correct, Dad, you've been keeping tally. That's 4 sweeps we picked this week, right?
6.
6 sweeps. Okay, so half
6
of what
sweeps.
we did last week. Last week was 12. This week it's 6 that we agreed on. Yeah, we were all kind of all over the place this week. I kind of like that. I'm curious to see how this week shapes up. Should be some decent games. A couple teams are going to get their first wins as long as they don't end up in a tie. So, but
yeah, we shall see.
All right, guys. Anything? Huh? What? What'd you say, Randy?
I said you didn't have me read the disclaimer at the beginning like you normally do, so I can do that now.
Oh, I didn't. Well, you don't have to read it. It usually it pops up on the screen on its own. It's got a mind of its own. You don't have to do that. We're fine. But if you do want to, you can read our little outro bit, unless Aaron's got something else to add.
No, I just wanted to say, well, I guess I do have something to add. I guess hopefully the audio is better this week. I am 10 feet from the router this week, so we'll see if that changes things.
We'll see if that was that issue or if it was something on my end with saving the whole thing. It could have been that too. And I know you're testing out a new microphone too this week. We'll see if we can get that working if it isn't. So that is what it is. So, Dad, why don't you take us out with our closing credits?
All right. If you haven't done so already, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification on our YouTube channel. You can also follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram, where the address is TWOF Kalamazoo. We have a weekly audio podcast called This Week in the World of Football, which is posted on Tuesdays and is available on all major podcast platforms, as well as Amazon Music, so you can simply ask your Alexa device to play the World of Football podcast. You can also find the full audio version of our podcast on YouTube. So please spread the word, give us a like, leave us a comment, let us know what you think, and please come be part of the football conversation.
And
yes.
Don't trademark Kansas Swifty. That's mine.
Oh, well, you better hurry up because he might get to a lawyer before you do.
I was listening to a radio station today that I normally don't listen to when I was in the kitchen, and there was a Taylor Swift song that came on. And I thought, how strange is that?
I mean, she is pretty popular, but...
Yeah, I was going to say she's very popular. I don't think that's strange at all.
Well, like I said, that's a station I don't usually listen to. I mean, if they're not playing 70s or 80s music, I don't listen to them, so...
Breaking news, a station that Randy never listens to plays music he doesn't listen to. What a shock. But no, we all know you're a diehard Swiftie fan underneath those Lions clothes, so...
Yeah, right.
It's all good, Dad. Embrace your inner Swiftie. But all right, guys, we're going to wrap up this show. We'll hopefully you get your picks in before the Thursday night game. That's what we always ask you guys to do. And good luck out there to our weekly pickers. Hopefully we can add some new pickers along the way here. It's only 4 weeks in. Jump on the train. And for Randy and Aaron, I have been Adam Snow, and the World of Football hopes to see you next time.